Hey guys, Dan Lutz, AB Normal Outdoors. Hey, got a new knife for you. Will sent me a long time ago, actually. But we'll talk about that in a minute. Where I've been at is I had my left hip replaced back in December, so been going through a lot of rehab and stuff. So we're getting stronger. We're getting out in the woods a little bit. Got little steps at a time, guys. So that's where I've been at. Sorry, I apologize for not putting out videos, but hey, you know, gotta get fixed up. But pardon for the wind, guys. William sent me this knife probably it's a while back, and we talked a lot about it, and then we got on other things on steels and stuff, and he produced a few of these and then handed them out. I got to play with one probably last year at this time. I believe it was Michael Elliott's knife. I didn't see the hoo-ha in it at first, and William sent it to me, and so you know, when William sends me something, I'm kind of obligated to wear it all day and get used to it. And man, I hate first impressions, let's say it that way. Right here it is. Let's get to it. This is of course this is Stitch Gear Outfitters by Randy Smith leather sheath. This is designed to be carried horizontal. You can get Randy to do whatever you want. This one happens to be autographed by William Collins. I made him do it. Got the retention set where you can adjust how it goes in and out. Beeswax. And here's the knife. And you guys seen this knife, a lot of you have. This is a 002, and this is in 01 steel. Now this knife looks pretty bad, guys. We did some corrosive tests on this knife. A lot of testing, a lot of use. So it is stained, it's ugly. I do know now that the WCSK, that's what this is, the neck knife, will be an all in AEBL steel, which I love. I worked on that from the ground up on the AEBL, great steel. This just happens to be basically a prototype. What I like about the knife? Well, a lot of knife makers, when they shrink down this blade, shorten it down, they shorten the handle to go with it. William didn't do that. I'm a real big guy, you can see, handle's tight, fits me good. If you're a smaller stature person, smaller hands, this knife's gonna rock for you. If you guys been following the channel, you can see the resemblance of the SK. See the kind of size difference here. It's the companion knife to the SK. This is the WCNK. The specs on this, guys, I'm not a specs junkie, you guys know that. Go to William Collins Knives, WCKnives.com, and it'll have all the specs on this knife and how to order this knife and stuff like that. I'm not sure if it's coming in any other colors. This happened to be Canvas Micarta, which is my favorite. What I do like about the knife, well, it's got a lot of features of the SK. It's got the point, the curve, this kookery little curve thing we talk about all the time. And man, this reverse cut, I'll try to get you up on film here. Man, I just love this. You talk about doing your camp chores, and you know, if you want to do a spoon handle, stuff like that, you can get around them knots real good with it, dig in. It also lends itself to slicing real good. It can dig. I made a bow drill with this set, with this knife. It pulled everything off like it should. The only downside I've ever seen, any negatives of this knife, is because it's broad right in here, that when you're doing a spoon, it's probably not your best tool, you know, for digging deep into the wood, you know, really getting down deep. You can do it. I choke up, like look, see I hook this finger here? You can choke up, get your thumb on it like that. Look how little that knife went. I was digging splinters out of my hand with it the other day. You can see that's protected. I got a little good grip, and it will dig. Is it my favorite for digging? No. Will it do the job? Yes. Guys, when I first seen this, I wasn't too impressed with it. I have carried this knife for a long time. It was kind of crazy, but the more I use it, the more I wear it. I find out that I was carrying this every day. It's my EDC. So so I did some phone calls with some other guys and who's got these and say, hey guys, you carry this thing, man? And every one of them said yes. Every one of them said it's EDC. I love my SK, but it is a large knife. If you're just gonna run around town, go out to dinner or something like this thing fits good. Small, but it can get the job done. You know, it's a very impressive knife. 90-degree spine, I love this choil here. It'll fire off a ferro rod. When you got this little choil right here, let me see if I can get my spot, you can see it. It just rips it off. It just rips it off right here. 90-degree all the way down. Like I said, 01 tool steel. It'll hold an edge like crazy. And this is his original 01, which I fell in love with. All the new 01 is actually different heat treat and even better than this, guys. I've done a lot of testing on it. There ain't much more I can say. I mean, the only thing I didn't like was right here. I've got some editing to do on the video, and that way you can see it slicing and carving. I've batoned with this knife. You know, this knife's only about 3 3¼ inches long, something like that, if I remember right. It's not a batoner. Will it do it? Yes, it'll do the small stuff, and you know, your fire prep, your kitchen prep, your camp prep, your camp tools, camp chores. But man, if you're looking for a smaller EDC companion knife to the SK, I was sure wrong when I looked at this the first time. That's why I hate first impressions. Sometimes you look at the first impressions, man, it's the SK but smaller. And then I like a smaller knife. But when I received it in the mail and I started carrying it, you know, I had to put down my Woodsman Jr. Well, it's tough to do. And guys, to be honest with you, I ain't touched my Woodsman Jr. I've been using this. I think the only difference with the Woodsman Jr., same scanty grind and stuff, but this has, you know, one more point and a little bit of flat, a little different. It gives me a couple more options over the Woodsman Jr. So if you don't like the style of Woodsman Jr., this is another smaller knife to get the job done. I wouldn't hesitate to gut a deer with this knife, skin a deer out with this knife. It's still got a belly on it like that. You know, it's still got the curve that you're looking for skinning. The other thing is you can choke up on it, you can choke back on it like this. And my finger buries that thing, man. You can get it. You can be inside deer cavity rolling around, man. Be nice, safe. Guys, here's another look. Like I said, this thing's been stained. It's been a little bit of torture testing on the corrosive stuff because we were playing with heat treat. Yeah, it's ugly. I could probably polish it out, but you guys got to know these knives are made to work. So, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. You know, I hope you like this. Give it a look at it. Like, remember, go to WCSK.com, look him up. You know, he's got a ton of options on his production stuff. So, you know, for a production knife, you can get, I don't think on the colors on this, I'm not sure. That's why you got to go do. I'm not a specs junkie, guys. You guys know that. I use the knives, man. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope to do a lot more of them. I'm getting a little better. I'm trying to get my walks in every day. These videos help me to get out and up and down. And they're a lot of work, guys. If you shoot videos, you'll understand that. But so guys, I hope you get a chance to look this up. And remember, guys, we spend a lot of knives on guns. We spend a lot of money on guns to go hunt. I see a lot of guys spend $700, $800 on a gun and then drop it down to a cheap knife. I was the same way until I went custom. And once you go custom, you understand what I'm talking about. And then you go out and you spend good money, good hard money on a knife that's gonna, you know, last you a lifetime. You can hand it down to your family. And then they go put it in a cheap sheath. Look at that. Heirloom. Made in USA. USA. You know what USA is? The USA, guys. Hey, enjoy. I'm a very blessed person. Got a lot of good people around me. You guys have a blessed day, and we'll see you on the next video, guys. Thanks.